Hi, guys. This is Rodney Walker, and I'm excited today to bring to you a very special guest. She is the president of Nationwide Telemarketing, none other than Miss Connie Edwards. Welcome, Connie.
Hi, Rodney.
Connie, I'm glad to have you on today and glad to bring you to our audience a number of grant professionals and as well as other business professionals out there that need probably a lot of what you have. Connie, would you tell us a little bit about yourself and who you are and how you got started doing what you do?
Sure, I'd love to. I started nationwide telemarketing 14 and a half years ago. I had my two beautiful daughters back to back in my mid 30s and thought, oh, I want to be a stay-at-home mom. Well, God bless you women because I couldn't do it. I wanted to get back to work. And this was a beautiful blend of my being able to be at home and still be the primary caregiver of my children, but still being able to work and do something that I love. Um, I'd been in call centers my whole life, and the thought of getting back into management 60 hours a week just didn't fit. So nationwide telemarketing was born. We do business to business appointment setting, and I have an amazing team of women that work with me. We're all in the Midwest, and we are a virtual center. So we have a solution that we use called VanillaSoft, and that's what we dial through, and that's what allows us to give our clients great reporting. We can update your information, and you'll have all of that on your report at the end of each week or each day. Whenever you want your reports, we can customize it. And you can also listen to the calls. A lot of my clients really just like to get the appointment calls, helps them hear exactly what they're going into before they make that appointment phone call. Um, we just really love becoming more of a team member with our clients. It's not so much, here we are, this is how we work, we're going to make these calls for you, and there you go, good luck. We like to become part of your team. We represent ourselves as, hi, this is Connie, and I'm calling with XYZ company. We're part of your team when we call. And you'll never hear us sounding like a robot when we're making our calls. So much of what happens, you end up sounding, you hear people sounding like robots. They don't love it. You've got to love this or it's not going to work.
But you mean they sound like
Oh,
robot Connie?
it is
I don't
just
know what you're
so much
talking about.
the customer I am calling today to offer you. Oh,
Ay, ay, ay.
yeah. So we really do keep things very conversational. The fact that I started this business really with no intentions other than just being able to work from home and have the flexibility to where I've grown, where I have five amazing women that work with me and one that's been with me for 7 years
Wow.
and me manage my business. And it's been a real blessing. It's been a real blessing.
That's awesome. I mean, that's awesome, man. When we've been knowing each other almost probably about that time, kind of, because it's been a while that we've been knowing each other, right? And
Yeah.
and you've been one of my secret weapons on my team, helping me on a number of projects, and have done an amazing job. So, Connie, tell me this: why do you think so many people that use your service and other businesses and people that are doing this sometimes are afraid to get on the phone? Because I know I have a number of grant professionals and other businesses that I work with, and sometimes it's a big fear with just talking to somebody on the phone. Why do you think that's so?
I can't tell you the science behind it. You either can get on the phone or you can't. You either love it or you hate it. Because so many people and mainly salespeople absolutely hate it is the reason that I've been able to have my business for 14 and a half years. Because I'm the crazy person that loves it. And I have found other women that love it too. There's just something that you have to be able to make that phone call and sit there and just call and call and call. It can beat you up. But you've got to go in it knowing that if someone hangs up on you, they're not hanging up on Connie because they knew me, they'd love me. They're hanging up on something that's obstructed their day. We've gotten in the way. Um, there's no fear there. The worst could happen is they're going to hang up on you.
That's it.
So
That's it.
That's it. It's an irrational fear. I know most salespeople have it. Most people have it, but it's irrational because truly the worst they're going to do is hang up and you call the next person.
Well, I guess that's why it's good to have somebody on your team that it
Yes,
doesn't matter. It doesn't care. It's like
doesn't matter.
water off,
You
water
do
off
it.
off
We
your
do
back. It
it.
just rolls off.
We
That's
love
great.
doing it.
That's great, Connie. Tell me this. So I have some brand professionals that could possibly use your service. Tell me some of the many different ways that you guys may be able to come alongside of a brand professional or even just a regular business that could possibly use your service. What are some of the things that you do to help lighten the load for them and to help bring in leads for them to help them be able to connect with the people they're trying to connect with?
Oh, absolutely. We do a lot of different things that will go hand in hand with just a phone call, you say. You know, we're not always just doing that phone call. We can leave a message. We can do email campaigning, which is one thing that has had great success in the last handful of years. Um, if we're able to leave someone a voicemail and then we send them an email, hey, I just left you a voicemail. You know,
Mm,
we're just kind of taking it up a notch from telemarketing dialing
mm-hmm,
to actually following through.
mm,
We often will do things for our clients that, if they have something they need to send out, we've gotten them a warm lead and they've done the first step. Often they'll have us take that next step again. So we
mm.
know we have to follow up with them 2 weeks after we call them the first time. And then we say, hey, Rodney, we need you to send out an email to this guy because he's super interested in some facts. Great. And then we follow up again in another week. Hey, did you get the information from Rodney? Wonderful. Can we set up a time for you guys to talk? So there's
Exactly.
things like that that we can do. It. We really help fill the cracks, I guess, if you will. Nothing gets dropped. The system that we use, the Vanilla Soft, allows us to absolutely make amazing notes and do callbacks. So we know we want to call this person back next Thursday at 1 p.m. It pops up for us next Thursday at 1 p.m.
Awesome.
They
Awesome.
don't
So
fall through
those, it
the
don't
cracks.
fall through the cracks
They
where
don't fall through the cracks, and
it could otherwise.
it makes a huge difference. I think that's one of the biggest things that our clients appreciate is where if we send them and berate them with a bunch of information, if we're there on the back end saying, okay, did this one get sent? Did this one get taken care of? And we're helping make sure they don't lose any of these sales, then the more sales they get.
Got it. That's awesome. So you're filling in the gaps on the back end. You can also fill in the gaps on the front end to help them get scheduled appointments. So
Yeah.
what does a typical client have to bring to you to get started? Because some of them I know have never done this before, and they may be curious about what does it take for us to get started to do some work with an organization like yours?
Sure, absolutely. There are a lot of different types of telemarketing companies out there. I'm considered more of a boutique company because I am smaller. And one of the things that I like to do is truly just customize each client. But the things that the standards, we'd have a conversation to see how I could help, what we could do for you, and what type of time frame we're looking in, and how long of a pilot we would need to do. I typically like to do 50 to 100-hour pilots because
Mhm.
that's going to give enough reporting, enough feedback, enough information to see how what's working well. And in the first handful of hours, we know what we need to change and we can mix things up.
Okay.
I need a list. I do not provide lists and payment, and we can get rocking and rolling. I create lists for companies if they don't have one.
Oh, you
If
do?
Absolutely, and that's all inclusive. If we need to create an email, I can do that as well. We absolutely can mirror our client's email address. So if they were to give us a Connie at whatever their tagline is, then we can use that, and we're usually the business development assistant.
Awesome.
We can have our phone number show up too as their company number or as the salesperson who would be calling back's number, or it can show up as our number. And then they could call us back and leave us a voicemail. But there's a lot of different ways that we can do that to make it look seamless.
That's awesome. So you really have the tools to come along and really be an intricate part of anybody's team. And it sounds like, from what I'm hearing, you can roll with them at any level, helping them get the list, helping them to customize the email, helping them to get the leads, because part of it is just getting over the hump and getting over the fears to be able to have somebody talk to somebody on the other end.
Yes, yes.
That's awesome.
And getting those leads, we all know that making those calls, it's time consuming. If we can get those leads in for our clients and they are busy selling, and we could be busy continuing to get them leads.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, you have been one of my big secret weapons, and I guess now the secret's out the bag. Connie, Connie is here, and she can help to take your business to the next level. Connie, tell me this. Give me like just one or two amazing stories of people that you guys have come alongside and being able to help really take their business up a notch. And what does that look like for a business?
Sure. One example, and I won't give too many details on the company themselves, but we had a company that we had been working with, and we went from one agent dialing for 2 of their sales guys to 3 of my agents calling for 7 of their sales guys in a 5-state radius. And each gal had their own team of people that they called for. And another thing that sets us apart, that our clients actually get to have conversations with the agents that are dialing for them. They can build that rapport, and they actually did. We had that client for years, and it was a wonderful relationship. That's just, it's one of the nice things that we can do and that we're able to do.
That's awesome. You're perfectly right, because most time you don't get a chance to connect and know the person that's actually sometimes even sometimes
A
that's
lot
just
of times the larger telemarketing companies, they're hiring college students and they want beer money this weekend. I have a team of amazing middle-aged women. We want to be able to work from home. Most of us still have children at home, and that's our priority. But this we're able to do from home, and we love it. And yeah, we're vested in what we do. We're an extension of the companies that we work for. We take pride in what we do. That's a huge difference.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. So Connie, tell me this, as we get ready to wrap up, what is the best way for someone that wants to say, hey, I want to find out more about Connie's service, or I want to talk to Connie and get a chance to connect with her? I know you're on LinkedIn and some other social media places. Is there a website that they can come to? Absolutely. Or numbers and all that? What's that information?
My website is nationwide-telemarketing.com, and there is a connect me button on there. They can click on that and shoot me a note.
Excellent. Excellent. So you guys take advantage of the wonderful team that she has over there. Call, find out, get some more questions answered. And listen, I forgot to make mention when you call her, let her know that Rodney sent you over, and you never know what kind of surprises she may have for you, because she knows the bald-headed guy around here. So
friend of Rodney's.
Hey, you never know. Well, guys, take advantage of that. And Connie, thank you so very much for taking some time out of your day. And also thank you for all that you've done to help my business. I really appreciate it. And we look forward to some continued success and working together.
Absolutely. Thank you, Rodney.
You're welcome. All right, guys, be brave, be bold, be brilliant. And remember, in all your doings, to go and take charge. All the best. Goodbye.